this is going to be a review session of Shadow Demon in this game. I'm just going to quickly go through, rectify some mistakes as mentioned in the post.
Just
jump straight into the game, player review.
Well, not me. 30 seconds. Already made up my mind, and it isn't good. At last,
Not going to worry too much about the rune fight. I'm kind of questioning the level 1 disruption. Unless you have a plan with it, by all means go ahead. But if you're not sure on what you're doing exactly with this SD in the lane, usually Shadow Poison is the most easier one to go, because you can just throw this on enemies and just use your poison release here to deal the damage. Unless you're setting up for something, in this case it looks like your Spirit Breaker maybe, disruption isn't going to be that helpful.
Dyer's middle tower is having a bad day. Dyer's middle tower is under scared of radiant.
Oh, you're 4, okay.
Is Dyer going to let that middle tower
Yeah, my guess is you're trying to do something with the Shadow or the Spirit Breaker top side. Because based off your draft, I assumed it would have been like your 5 with like a Spirit Breaker 4.
Let that middle tower fall?
But this is still fine. Yeah, you finally use a spell, but it's your Shadow Poison. Grabbing this at level 1 lets you allows you to like harass earlier and faster. Spirit Breaker comes through the gate. No kill, but it's a good gank because the Necro is now low.
Dyer's middle tower is
I think here or so is when you should have spotted that the lane is pushing out, or that you can't really connect off of this. And off of that, you make a pull here, because there's no way you can get a kill here. Your Spirit Breaker doesn't have a stun because he only has his charge, no points in Greater Bash. You don't deal burst damage because this needs a lot of stacks, and then your Invoker just does not have enough like spells for the damage. Like, you could have fixed the lane here for your Invoker if you just ran over and made a pull, and you could have spotted that by just knowing that you as 3 heroes don't have enough damage, don't have enough spells to kill these 2. That's where level 1 shenanigans like this early into the lane isn't very helpful. Just look to secure the lane for your core, and then you are able to get like a little more farm. Like, I like that you cancel the pull there, because like the wave is perfectly where you want it to be. Since your Spirit Breaker seems to be taking over a lane, you kind of just go to the opposite side. I think it'd be good if you just go top side and just be with your Jug. Watch the hook. Small tip for dodging hooks. Most good pudges know to throw hook when you're stuck in a path. Like if you're walking through here, the pudge will know to throw the hook straight down the middle. So you can do like a stutter step and just like put the stop command, or just like avoid like these strict paths. Like instead of just walking straight back, I would have just walked around to the side. Left or right would have been fine here as well. Imagine the hook is off cooldown soon.
We rely not upon fortune.
Dyer's top tower is about to fall.
Yeah, you kind of just spent like 2 minutes in the mid lane, not really doing anything. You were just drawn here because you saw 2 heroes on the map. If you just instantly just went top side and just helped your Jug secure his farm, then like that would have been better. And then you almost died to the hook, but thankfully they just don't have enough stuns, or they don't have enough damage to kill you there. Now since you use your TP to come up here, you do need to replenish this, so just so you're able to go help another lane if the situation calls for it. You are floating a lot of money. You had like 600. You could have been working on like your your boots there. What else do you have? Wards, that's fine. This early in the game, unless you're actually having like a hard fight with with dewarding, you're fine just getting just 2 sentries. You don't need that third one. That could have gotten like to your boots earlier a little faster.
That middle tower full?
And especially if you are like walking across the map like in such big strides, having that earlier boost just helps you do your stuff faster. That's good. Nice.
Keen energies.
Yeah, I kind of figured. All right, you got a kill. Good job. Now at the nighttime at 8 minutes, you need to reward the map. Right now, your team is working with 0 vision. If the enemy was good and actually like know how to play, they would be ganking like your DK, your Invoker, your Juggernaut, something like that. And that's where you need to throw the wards down to see the rotation, spot it before it actually happens, and as well as it opens up your rotations as well. If you see like an enemy hero just like farming away in their triangle or their jungle or something, that's where like your wards, that's where you can actually go in, use your vision off of your wards and just kill them. Either you connect with your Spirit Breaker, your DK is close enough, or like you can set up with a disruption into Sunstrike play. Like that just gives you a lot of options. Yeah, now you're floating 1,200 gold, and not really purchasing anything. You just buy something straight up, just boots and that. This is where it's going to be a little counterproductive. Since you're already so close to the boots of travel, not boots of travel, to the arcane boots, like you're at 471 gold. The recipe is 475. You're just like a few ticks off of finishing the mana boots. Since you already waited this long and not send out your boots, you could just hold off your courier for like 2 more seconds, buy the whole boots, arcane boots, and just send them out. Now, that's only because in this situation, you just didn't spend your money at all. Ideally, you are able to spend your money the second you have enough on your items, just so you are able to get immediate value out of your gold. Because while the money is just in your bank here, it has no impact on you. You can have like 9,000 gold in your bank here, but that means nothing because you don't have 9,000 worth of value out of items in your inventory. Troll feeds, you got a good free kill. I will throw this out there. Be mindful of how you're warding and throwing your sentries. Like, I didn't really see exactly, but like I'm assuming this ward was the sentry to see observers. But you threw this sentry here, and like, one, I don't think you really saw walk around or looked around to see if there's observers, and 2, based off of the lobby I'm seeing, there's not a lot of movements from the enemy team, so there's no chances of them like coming in here, throwing wards down or anything. In this case, since like since you're winning the game and everything, I would focus the wards on dewarding on like the enemy side. Because they're losing, they're gonna want to put down defensive wards, so they might throw out a ward like here or here, or here or here or here, or somewhere on their side is what I'm getting at. If you are able to determine that really quickly, that can help you just have a higher hit chance of like your sentries. Okay. You made this rotation all the way around, but you didn't throw down observer. Effectively, you got no vision. Sure, you got the watcher, but like now you're just back to nothing, and you don't know what's going on the map. You don't know where they are. You don't know where they're going, and if they were all up here, you won't know until they're right on top of you.
Nothing good happening to Radiant's middle tower.
As a support, the second you hit level 6, you should be getting your ultimate. The reason why supports need their ultimate is because like this is just a big spell and it helps, it opens up the game for you in so many ways. For you as a Shadow Demon, this gives you the damage, this gives you the ongoing purge, and it just helps you like secure kills and do everything. If you were down here with like your Invoker or someone or whatever, you can throw your ultimate on the Necrophos, and he can't use Ghost Route to get away from you because you just purge it off. But if there's nothing really happening in the game, that's where it gets a little tricky. You could just be a little greedy and just like go for spells that'll help you farm. In this case, I would just say max Shadow Poison, because you're not getting value out of Disruption at all. Just go like 1-1-3, 3 points of the Shadow Poison, and just farm away from it by yourself. You are back to this problem where you're just floating 1,000 gold without really spending it. This is where you could have bought like the Arcane Boots, finish up the wand, buy more wards or something like that. Yeah, you threw the demonic purge, but like without using it with a teammate in lieu, you kind of just wasted it and got nothing out of it. Now it's on cooldown for 70, and you got nothing to do but to wait.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
For most supports, actually, I'll go before this fight because I want to talk about this. For most supports, you want to finish your boots before you are able to before you go for your other items. Mainly because your cores are going to go for different items. Like sometimes they will just stick on brown boots because they want to get into their item faster. Most of the time they can't go mana boot because they need like treads for attack speed or mana or I'm assuming Spirit Breaker will have it. He was going it, but they might have different boots that are just not mana boots or tranquil boots. If you are able to get mana boots, at least one on your team, you can help your team sustain mana by just like constantly popping off cooldown. I get you're getting close to your Blink Dagger gold with like 1,500 in your bank, but like you can afford the 500 to finish your mana boots, and that helps your team a lot more than just blink with your just Blink Dagger. Spirit Breaker charges, he dies. This is a common problem that you'll see, where if people don't know what to do, they're just going to group in the middle, and then suddenly because both sides are grouped middle, there's going to be a fight. In this case, DK gets hooked, and then good save. But not enough because, like, well, it's 4 heroes there. And the Spirit Breaker just keeps going in. That was a good Suntrick on the Invoker. But Spirit Breaker overextended, that forced you to overextend yourself, and now you're caught between 3 heroes here, and then they hasted Earthshaker behind you. If you had TP, you could just TP out of here. Another good tip, just always have 2 TP scrolls on you. You want one to use, and the second one as a backup. If you ever see 1 or 0 TPs in your inventory, just buy 2. Just buy 2 and just not worry about it. Like, at this point, you don't need to worry about, like, min-maxing that 100 gold on, like, that second TP. You just want it just so you have it and not have to worry about it. Thankfully, they didn't hunt you down, but they really should have. Oh. Yep, yeah, just like that. Yeah, and even though you have 3,100 net worth total, 1,800 of that is in your inventory. So it's just 31 minus 18, that's like, what, 1,300? You only have 1,300 gold worth of value in your inventory because most of it is just stuck in your bank. If you are able to start spending your money on like impactful stuff and like keep this to a minimum, suddenly you are able to fight with all of your money instead of just like half of it or a quarter of it or however much you only have. So I do like that you are like prioritizing as a support. You're letting your cores farm. You're walking up to your cores. You're following them around, and you're saving them and everything. But if you just focus on some of the basics, the fundamentals, in this case, I'd say just focus on having wards on you. Focus on having TP scrolls on you, and actually like finishing up your core, your base items. That's gonna improve your game a whole lot. Cause right now you're just having nothing to do, and it's not that much fun to play that way. Yeah, I will just call it there because I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the same for like the next 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll throw this on like YouTube or something, and then that way you have an ability to watch it. But if you have any other questions, or if anyone else wants to do something like this, just throw it in the Looking for Coach channel. Have a description on what you're looking for, as well as what hero you're playing. That way, whoever is looking in there, who's looking to help to coach anyone else, they can just jump right into it. Ciao.